Again tonight in Jefferson County, where this man who hit and killed a Golden police officer received a 13-year prison sentence today.
Yeah, that driver, Stephen Gear, had pleaded he had a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit at that time. Gear's car crashed into another accident scene, pinning 2 officers underneath the car. Officer Evan Dunn died. Officer Bethany Grusing was seriously hurt. Well, today in court, prosecutors revealed more about Gear's efforts to hide his drinking after that crash. Karen Morfitt, of course, is your reporter in Jefferson County, and listen to the hours of emotional testimony today.
Without a trial, we knew little about the investigation into this case. The prosecution saying that Gear not only drove drunk on that day, but that he may have been doing this day after day after day. They say he lied about the amount of alcohol that he had consumed, and when he realized the magnitude of this situation, that he wiped his phone. The judge heard hours of testimony, with some of the most emotional coming from Evan Dunn's family and his colleagues.
In a statement he hoped he would never have to make, Golden Police Chief Joe Harvey shared his grief and his guilt related to the death of Officer Evan Dunn.
Each of us has carried a different form of grief through this event. It was feeling somehow that I was responsible. I had relentlessly recruited Evan to become a police officer.
The loss, he told the court, has impacted the entire department, but particularly those who were on scene the night of November 6th.
Imagine, if you will, for a moment, what those moments felt like for those officers, as I have over and over again for the past year. Fear, horror, sheer panic.
Following Harvey's tearful remarks were statements from 2 of the other victims who were badly injured in the crash. Family of Evan Dunn.
I lost a companion on this life's journey. I lost a friend. I lost a confidant. I lost a brother.
And family of Dunn's partner, Bethany Grusing, who had been pinned alongside Dunn.
The ripple effects of this tragedy extend far beyond what words can capture. Your Honor, I urge you to consider the gravity of this loss the defendant's actions have caused.
Stephen Gear's family pointed to his struggles with alcohol, his attorneys pleading with the judge to find balance when determining his sentence, saying he took accountability by agreeing to plead guilty to the 2 highest counts in the case.
His legal best interest did not match what he thought was right.
Gear himself spoke last, apologizing for the devastation he caused.
I recognize that this tragedy permanently changed your lives. I do not expect forgiveness, and I understand my apology cannot repair what was taken from you. Still, it matters to me to keep reiterating as clearly and directly as I can that I am sorry for the suffering I caused.
Before handing down that 13-year sentence, Judge Russell Klein compared Gear's decision to drive drunk to, quote, firing a gun into a crowd, calling the outcome entirely foreseeable. In Jefferson County, Karen Morfitt, covering Colorado First.